Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Bite. Today, we are asking a big question. Do you really need to study English every day? Many of you might feel pressure to sit down with a textbook or grammar exercises for hours each day. The thought can be tiring, right? But what if I told you that true fluency might come from something different, something more natural, and less like schoolwork? What if I told you that you do not need to study English every day, but you absolutely need to use it every day? This is a common question, and it is a very important one for anyone who wants to speak English well. We will break it down today and discover how you can bring English into your life every single day without it feeling like a chore. My goal is to help you improve your English in a way that feels good and works with your busy life. Let us start by looking at the difference between studying and using English. This difference is key to understanding how we can become fluent. So, what is the difference between studying a language and using a language? This is a very important point. When we talk about studying, we usually mean a very focused, active practice. Think about it. Studying is like going to a class, doing grammar drills, writing essays, or completing exercises from a textbook. It is a time when you sit down with a specific goal, to learn a rule, to memorize new words, to understand a complex sentence structure. It is active, and it demands your full attention. Studying is valuable, of course. It builds a strong foundation. It helps you understand the rules. It is like learning the blueprint for a house. You learn where the walls go, how to build the roof, and what materials you need. It is essential. But building a house is more than just looking at the blueprint, right? Now, let us talk about using a language. Using English is different. It is more organic, less structured. It is about consistent exposure and engagement. When you use English, you are not trying to learn a specific grammar rule. Instead, you are experiencing the language. You are watching a video about your hobbies, listening to a song you like, reading an interesting article, or hearing English in the background. It is about letting the language flow around you and through you. Using English is about engaging with the language in a natural way. It is about living with the language, not just learning about it. It is like living in the house you built. You use the rooms, you walk through the doors, you experience what it is like to be there. This daily experience, this constant engagement, truly makes a language feel natural to you. Many people think they need to study for an hour every day. But this can be hard. Life is busy. We have jobs, families, and many things to do. Motivation can also be a problem. Sometimes you feel motivated. Sometimes you do not. Relying only on motivation to study daily can lead to disappointment. This is why using English every day is more powerful than studying English every day. When you use English, you are building a habit. You are making English a part of your daily routine, even in small ways. These small, consistent actions add up to something big. They help your brain get used to the sounds, the rhythms, and the patterns of English without you trying too hard. This is the key to true fluency. It is not about intense daily study, but about consistent, organic engagement. It is about making English a part of your world every single day. So, how can we do this? How can we make English a constant presence in our lives without it feeling like a burden? Imagine your journey to fluency is like growing a beautiful garden. You want many vibrant flowers and healthy plants. Studying is like preparing the soil and planting seeds. It is necessary work. But using English every day? That is like watering your garden a little bit every single day. You do not need to flood it, just a consistent amount. A little water each day keeps plants alive, helps them grow strong, and makes the garden beautiful over time. Small, consistent watering ensures everything thrives. This is the power of daily, gentle engagement. It is not about one big effort, but many small ones. So, how can you water your English garden every day? Let us look at 3 simple ways to make English a consistent part of your life, even when you are busy. What is passive time? It is when you are doing something else that does not need your full mental focus. Think about your daily routine. Do you commute? Do you cook dinner? Do you clean your house? Do you exercise? These are all moments of passive time. Instead of listening to music in your native language or nothing at all, why not put on some English? Listen to a podcast about a topic you enjoy. Watch a YouTube video while cooking. Listen to English music during your workout. You do not need to understand every single word. You do not need to understand every single word. You do not need to focus hard. Just let the sounds of English wash over you. Your brain is amazing. It will pick up patterns, sounds, and rhythms, even when you are not actively trying. This consistent background exposure keeps English alive in your mind. It makes the language feel natural and familiar. It is like having a gentle rain in your garden every day. It supports growth without demanding all your energy. This is an easy way to get consistent exposure without adding more tasks to your busy day. Just press play and let English be there. Even 10 minutes of listening during your commute or while doing dishes can make a big difference over time. It is about creating an environment where English is always present. Sometimes we think we need to change everything at once. This can feel overwhelming. Instead, try switching just one small part of your routine to English. For example, maybe do not change your entire phone language. But what about one specific app? Pick an app you use often, like a social media app or a news app, and change its language settings to English. You already know how to use the app, so seeing familiar buttons and menus in English will help you learn new vocabulary in context. Another great way is with social media. Find some English-speaking accounts that talk about things you like. Follow them. Read their posts. Look at the comments. Watch short videos with English captions. These are small, bite-sized pieces of English that you encounter naturally throughout your day. It is not formal study. It is just interacting with English as you go about your normal life. It is like adding a new, small flower to your garden. It fits in naturally and adds beauty without needing a lot of extra work. This consistent, small interaction helps build your vocabulary and understanding in a very natural way. It makes English feel less like a school subject and more like a tool you use every day. If you spend even 5 minutes scrolling through an English social media feed, that is 5 minutes of exposure you did not have before. Over a week, that is 35 minutes. And over a month, that is over 2 hours. All from one small change. This tip is especially helpful for improving your speaking even when you do not have someone to talk to. Many learners say, "I can understand English, but I cannot speak it." This tip addresses that. Your inner world is your thoughts, your plans, your ideas. Start to integrate English into this inner world. How? You can try narrating your day silently in your head in English. For example, As you make breakfast, think, I am making coffee. I need to put bread in the toaster. I will eat an egg. It might feel strange at first, but it is a powerful exercise. You will quickly notice words you do not know or grammar structures you are unsure about. This is good. It shows you where your gaps are. You can also write short notes to yourself in English. Your to-do list for the day? Write it in English. A quick reminder on a sticky note? In English. In English. If you like to journal, try writing a few sentences or even a paragraph in English each day. And do not be afraid to mix English with your native language. We live in a multilingual world. Many people naturally mix languages. So, if a perfect English sentence does not come to mind, use an English expression or word within your native language. This helps you feel more comfortable using English in a practical way. Even encouraging yourself in English, saying things like, I can do this, helps build confidence and makes English feel more personal. Making English part of your inner world helps you think in English, which is a huge step towards true fluency. It is like the roots of your garden growing deeper and stronger. The deeper the roots, the healthier the plant. This helps you bridge the gap between understanding and speaking because you are actively using English to process your own thoughts. To recap, the goal is not intense daily study, but consistent daily use and engagement. These small daily connections are like drops of water for your language garden. They seem small, but they add up to a thriving, fluent English speaker. It is about building habits, not just relying on motivation. When you consistently integrate English into your life, you build a natural relationship with the language. It stops being a living part of who you are and becomes a living part of who you are. These small steps, day after day, truly make a difference. Do not aim for perfection in these moments. Aim for consistent connection. Let English live alongside you, not just as something you open a book for a few times a week. Make it part of your daily routine, part of your inner world. This consistent exposure, this gentle engagement, is the most powerful path to true fluency. So, I am curious. What are your current daily English habits? Share your tips or how you plan to integrate these ideas in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and useful, please like and subscribe to English Bite for more language learning strategies. Thanks for watching.